welcome on this Sunday afternoon for the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore's SG60 event. Thank you. Right, the Indian Hall of Fame, this is the fourth event that the association has produced. And this year was not actually supposed to be our year because we did one last year. And those of you who were there and saw and witnessed that induction of those award winners would have realized that our next event should have been in 2026. However, a special year 2025 is SG60. So we wanted to bring that forward and make sure that we did an event to commemorate SG60 as well. Now, what's the significance of that? Why do you want to do it? Not because it's a fashion statement that everybody wants to do an SG60 party, right? But SG60 celebrates the nation building over the last 60 years since independence and all the success that Singapore has achieved till date, and also to inspire the nation to go forward for the next 60 years. However, Indian Hall of Fame doesn't start from 60 years ago. It actually goes even beyond. So some of the award winners and the inductees of the Hall of Fame were actually serving to the nation building pre-independence. And that's the important part about why IHFS is a critical entity to celebrate Indians who not only since independence but pre-independence did the pioneering work, the foundation that actually was laid for others to follow through independence until today. So I just wanted to put that on record so that some of you who are new who will be wondering, what does IHFS mean, right? So once again, the brainchild of this association was none other than our very own S.A. Nathan, sir, is over there. Big round of applause for Mr. S.A. Nathan. Once again, he came out with this idea. He brought in a group of people. He got support from member of parliaments and dignitaries. And yeah, he was in the original, Mr. VIKRAM Nair was in the original discussion group to kind of really push forward with this. And now, we are having Mr. Dinesh Vasu also joining this. And of course, as a Minister of State for MCCY, this is pretty much straight down his alley. So we hope to get your support, sir, for future IHFS events. And, I work with the MCCY team for that. Okay, without further ado, the first item that we have to do is our national anthem. So I would want the full cooperation for everybody to just stand up. I would like to call upon the guest of honor, Mr. Dinesh Vasu, Mr. VIKRAM Nair, please come forward. We're going to take a quick group photograph. President of IHFS, Mr. Nathanji. All the award winners, please can you come forward as well? Those of you who are going to be receiving a wonderful award today, please come over. Thank you.
Okay, Now what we'll do is we'll do our customary, honoring of the guests and special guests. So in true Indian tradition, the president of IHFS, Mr. S.A. Nathan, will give the golden warming welcome shawl to our guest of honor, Mr. Dinesh Vasu.
And Pamela Nathan is now giving the bouquet of flowers to our guest of honor. Thank you so much. Yes. And of course, our special guest as well, Mr. Vikram Nair, also receives a special shawl for his presence here in honoring our event. Wow, what a wonderful moment. Round of applause, please. Thank you so much. And bouquet of flowers once again presented by Miss Pamela Nathan. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, we will go with the speeches. We got a few speeches from the special people we have here on stage. So we'll start with President of IHFS, Mr. S.A. Nathan, to come forward and give his opening address. Thank you. Mr. S.A. Nathan, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, the Honorable Dinesh Vasudev, a Minister of State, Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth, and Ministry of Manpower, and Mayor of South District. Our great honor of the evening. The special guest of the evening is Mr. Vikram Nair, who has been our friend of Indian Hall of Fame since the day one. A big hand. I would like to thank you, Mr. Dinesh, for our special guest, Mr. Vikram Nair, for taking your valuable time and grace this occasion and agreeing to participate in the awards ceremony. This year, our special guest, Mr. Vikram Nair, will also receive an award from the Indian Hall of Fame for his community services. We have noticed that he has been going around participating in all the community services, whoever called him, for the Indian and of course other races. So we felt that he deserved an award. So we have the committee felt, and the Goodwill Committee too felt that he is doing a good job. So we must encourage all those who are giving out their services to the nation. So, Mr. Vikram, congratulations for receiving the award. Thank you, and a big hand to our dignitaries and all the inductees of the various category of awards. 16 of them in total this year. And for some, we will be honoring them posthumously. I also like to welcome the inductees' spouses, families, and friends. We are in fact celebrating your achievements today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Najanji. One more round of applause for the President of the IHFS. And now I'd like to call upon our Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Dinesh Vasu, to come and give his Guest of Honor speech. Mr. Dinesh Vasu, everyone.
Thank you very much for having me. Almost like a family function, so no need the formalities. Well, my first time here, since I wasn't quite an MP before the 3rd of May, but happy to be here, and I was involved in many community activities, so some of you would have seen me in different capacities prior to 3rd of May. But otherwise, a very good evening, Mr. S.A. Nathan, Vikram Nair, of course, Mr. Chandra, Mr. Ravi Menon, Thanks all of you for being here. It's an honor for me to be around here. And I thought that it's, while it might be an off-cycle award ceremony this year, it is nonetheless extremely significant because it is coinciding with SG60. But if we cast our minds back to the 60s, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't born, but at that point in time, I'm sure, having heard from many of my relatives and, of course, eminent personalities of the time, there was a feeling of hopelessness. We were ejected from the Federation. We weren't aware of what's going to happen, whether or not we would survive as a country. Of course, looking back where we are today, it might be a bit difficult to imagine. But back then, I remember Mr. S.R. Nathan mentioning that there was a real sense of fear and as to whether or not we would be solvent as a nation. But that's when all the communities came together, Indian community notwithstanding, putting our shoulders to the wheel and developing Singapore to where we are today. The community has played a tremendous part over the years in building Singapore in our own special way. A very small community, but we have indeed punched above our weight in many, many different categories, including, of course, sports, government, foreign affairs, business, arts, culture, and the list goes on. I mean, we can, just among these categories, we can probably, belt out about a couple of names per category for those eminent personalities who may be there before and who are here with us here today too. And therefore, this achievements is an honor for in a way in which we reflect the breadth and depth of the Indian community and its contributions to Singapore as a whole. I want to just say that it's wonderful to be with many of us today, particularly the award recipients, and I thought I'll just mention a few of them, not fully exhaustive. Of course, we have Ambassador KISHORE MAHBUBANI for his leadership in foreign affairs and global thought. I see him appearing often in my TikTok videos for the very many interviews that he has given, all of it reflecting very sharp thought and very deep insights. Mr. Ravi Menon, for your stewardship of our financial sector in the time that you had in the Ministry of Finance, your multiple roles that you have performed outside your professional roles, inclusive of the work you've done in SINDA, and the list goes on. Ambassador JAYALEKSHMI Mohideen, the first Singapore Indian female ambassador. Congratulations. Thank you for all that you have done for Singapore. Ms. Daisy Vaithyalingam, a pioneer medical social worker. Mr. Janet Jesudasan, our first Indian woman Olympian to represent Singapore. And I think that's something that's worth celebrating. Mr. Shirin Fosda and Ms. Katjun Nisa Siraj, who championed the legal and social rights for women. You have been the trailblazers of your generation and our community. You inspire us for what else can be done as we move Singapore forward from SG60 and beyond. These are individuals who have shaped institutions, opened doors, and set new standards for all of us. They have made and worked to ensure that Singapore remains stronger, not only for the Indian community, but for Singapore as a society on the whole. You have been the role models of your time, and this will be one way where future generations will also remember your legacy. I wanted to say that this is particularly special given that this year's SG60 theme involves building our Singapore together, and what better way to do it than to celebrate the pioneers and the giants among us and among the Indian community that has played a critical role in Singapore. And I hope that we continue such award ceremonies where we continue to recognize future generations of leaders as well as we celebrate our giants among us. And I wish you all the very best. I'm sorry I wouldn't be able to stay for too long. I'll still stay for a bit more longer. And I'll leave it in the good hands of my friend VIKRAM Nair. And maybe I'll look forward to an award next year that might incentivize me to stay a bit longer. I'm just kidding. But nonetheless, thank you very much. It's a true honor for me to be here. And Mr. Nathan, thank you once again for the invite. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for our guest of honor, Mr. Dinesh Vasudesh. Thank you, sir. Very inspiring speech over there. Lots of messages. I'm pretty sure that I saw a lot of people taking some notes as well. All right, I'd just like to call upon our special guest of the evening, Mr. VIKRAM Nair, to actually also address us as well. Mr. VIKRAM Nair, everyone.
Very good evening, Mr. Nathan, guest of honor, Mr. Dinesh Vasudesh, and all our distinguished guests here. I will not give a long speech because I think our guest of honor has already highlighted the purpose of this event, and it's amazing to see all of you here. I was actually involved, as Mr. Nathan said, when this project was conceptualized, and it was really a very heartwarming project. I think when Mr. Nathan first spoke to me about it, he's not talked much about himself, but for those who were here earlier who know him, he was actually with Singapore, and I will say the PAP as well, before we were independent. And I happened to meet him at a house visit. And then I found out he was the man behind the Indian movie news. He was also one of the pioneers, both in Tamil and in English, perfectly bilingual. And one of the points he mentioned is Singapore Indians have contributed so much. I know so much about them, but we don't have any place where they're given recognition. So that's where this project started. And I'd like to thank the many people who supported it from behind. I think Dr. V.P. Nair is one of them who's been quietly supporting the project, Mr. Inderjit Singh. So it was actually a committee of people whose collective memories were there to say these are the people who should be recognized. So if there are any important people who've been missed out, I'm sure you should let Mr. Nathan know, and he'll rectify that. But I think the idea was to recognize what the Indian community has done and to convert what people remember into something more tangible. So not only will there be an award, I think a write-up has been done for each of the award winners, at least from what I understand. I enjoyed reading the write-ups the very first time. At that time it was printed, but now I understand it's all digital, I think keeping up with the times. So hopefully this will also serve as a record of what Indians have done, and I think feed into our living history as we go forward. So heartiest congratulations to each of you here. A lot of thought, I think, has been put into the selections. I did not realize I was getting an award, nor did I ask for one, but thank you very much. That came as a surprise. But I'm glad this project has gotten off, and I wish the committee every success in carrying this forward. Thank you all very much for being part of this.
A big round of applause for our special guest, Mr. Vikram Nair, sir. You can take your seat over there. Thank you so much in sharing those words. We would now like to call upon Dr. Uma Rajan. Yes, we need some women empowerment, a woman leader, a legend in women medical in Singapore. Please come up straight over the other side. Yeah, ma'am. Are you okay? Yeah? Okay, good. Thank you. And as the madam is making her way onto stage, it's my pleasure to announce that Dr. Uma Rajan was also a winner of the Hall of Fame Award in the last session that happened last year. I had the privilege of actually hosting that as well. So lovely to see her here. And the doctor is also the chairperson of the IHFS Goodwill Ambassador Council. So I want you all to really give that round of applause. That doesn't mean that you're an inductee and then you disappear. We do want our industry, our inductees to be ambassadors for this award ceremony, and also inspire and motivate the rest as well. Doctor, over to you.
Thank you, Manu. I don't want to repeat what has been said because that is staying in your mind and I want to overshadow it. But I want to make one statement right in the beginning. I think I'd like to have the support of everybody here in my nomination of Mr. Nathanji into the Hall of Fame.
Woo! Big round of applause, everyone. That's the first time we've heard it, but we've thought about it all along.
I think it's interesting that we forget the person who started it. We tend to go on and make him work. Look at the amount of work he has put in today. I think he can't decline it. No way. No way, because it comes from a woman. You have to accept it. So I'm sure you'll all support it. I think he deserves it. Next year, or even as soon as possible. Okay? Thank you very much. Now, going back to formalities, Honorable Mr. Dinesh, I realize his name is Vasudev. He's a Malayali, so I also share some common interests that way from Malabar. Vikram also, all Malayalis here. VP here, quite a few Malayalis. That doesn't mean there's a predominance here, right? So I don't have to welcome, VP Nair I mentioned, yes. If I go around, I'll find many more, but I even find other communities here. Yes, I was just sharing next with Kishore's niece. You have Punjabis, you've got the whole community in Singapore, in India, you have everybody represented. Okay, coming to for a little bit of I think I don't have to read the names of all the VIPs, my honorable VIPs, Dinesh, Vikram, and it so happens, Dinesh, I'm in your GRC, yeah? East Coast. So we'll be seeing you more often, or you'll be seeing us coming for help more often. Okay. I think it is indeed my privilege and pleasure to be here as chair of the IHS Goodwill Ambassador. All these are his dreams, his memories. He creates these Goodwill Ambassador panel. I don't know really what I do. To welcome you all to celebrate SG60. Just come and talk. Oh, okay, okay. And I think it's most important that it's reflecting on the lives and stories of many of our friends, residents or otherwise, who have shaped our very vibrant Indian community. I always feel very proud that I'm an Indian Singaporean. I say I'm a thoroughbred Singaporean, but my Indian roots are the basis of that Singapore. I think I can't forget that. And when I look and I go back, Nathanji, and I go back to the days of Indian Movie News when he was the publisher, he was the chief editor, managing editor, and we all used to buy Indian Movie News regularly. That 1 month comes, we're waiting for it, because that was our link to the arts and culture of India, Bollywood, Hollywood. So that's how I knew him. So when he asked me to be in this, I nodded my head without any thought, because I didn't realize what it was. I just said okay because it was Nathan, that's it. And I've been serving the IHFS community in whatever way I could. Like coming here to speak is also service, you know? Right. Anyhow, coming back again to the final part, to me, IHFS is a legacy, it's a living tapestry of people, their dreams, their memories, as it recognizes various members of our community and who have worked so hard to make the community and the nation. I think a lot of few people here work for the nation as well as the community in your own way, and people don't see it. So it's such a lovely way of seeing these people working hard to get this, and in recognition of your timeless contribution. So basically it is that we are seeing a lot of the recognition of these people, and it's most important to realize that every one of the people here, whether you've got inducted or not, or you're going to be inducted, you have made your contribution to the community without even realizing it. Many friends of mine, they don't realize they've contributed. Just by the way they bring up their children, the way they've brought up certain ideas, the thought, and they support events in the country. I think in that way, all of you have contributed. So with that, I'd like to wish you all a very, very happy day today. And thank you very much for all that you've done for us, for the nation, for the community. Have a lovely day.
Thank you, Dr. Uma. Big round of applause, please. Okay. Before we do that, every award winner will get a certificate. And I'll just do a quick read up so that we can slow down on the reading every time, so it speeds up the process as well. And that's a certificate for you to see. And every recipient will get this and proudly kind of hang it on their wall of fame, if you like, because everybody is so special. Certificate of Induction, the IHFS Award recognizes and salutes the outstanding achievers amongst Singapore Indians in all fields of endeavor. They have in the process contributed their part in making Singapore a great nation. It's a celebration of achievers who have made or are making an impact on our nation. And the name and the rest of it will be read by the President when he is giving the actual speech itself. Wonderful. Sorry, it took me a while to read that. But if you can imagine, if you hang that on your wall, it is a great recognition for all the years of hard, wonderful, dedicated work that you have done to move Singapore forward. So, without further ado, thank you so much. She'll be holding that for a while. Right, the first award recipient for the evening, we are giving the award to Mr. KISHORE MAHBUBANI. Big round of applause. I think most of you know him. Unfortunately, he could not make this event today. Miss Veena, Barwani, she is the niece of Mr. Kishore, and she will be receiving the award on behalf of Mr. Kishore. A big round of applause for her. Your husband not here, ma'am?
Yes,
Oh, he said he can come up as well if you want? He's okay. Okay, good. All right. Husband is a bit shy, I think. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. And I would like to call upon Ms. Pamela Nathan, IHFS Goodwill Ambassador, to actually do the citation for this award. Ms. Pamela, everyone.
Can I ask, are there any teachers or educators out there? Any teachers? Educators, I know you. And you as well, actually. Yes, so together, we are going to present this award together. Yeah, I'm doing this for all of us. This is my privilege tonight to start off the awards. As an academic myself, I have long admired Professor Kishore Mahbubani, not only for his scholarship, but also his rare ability to connect big ideas to the real world. Professor Mahbubani has devoted his life to service and ideas. He represented Singapore on the world stage as an ambassador to the United Nations, served twice as president of the UN Security Council, and later he became the founding dean of Lee Kuan Yew's School of Public Policy. This is definitely not an easy task. His boss was Lee Kuan Yew. Zero expectation of anything going wrong. I don't think many people wanted this job, but he was selected for it. He himself once wrote, "The first stroke of good luck in my life was to be born in Singapore." And Dr. Uma Rajan was saying it just now. She's happy, she's proud to be a Singaporean Indian. He said, "I'm absolutely sure that if I hadn't been born here, I would not have had the life that I enjoyed." Part of that good fortune was a chance to know and learn directly from Singapore's founding leaders, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Dr. Goh Cheng Swee, and Mr. S. Rajaratnam. He enjoyed a very special relationship with them, having lunches with them, meeting with them, talking with them, chatting with them. He said he learned the greatest lessons from their courage, foresight, and clarity. But you know what? He said that the true hero of his life was his mom. Along the way, he has written many books. He is so passionate about raising up Asians. He wants us to share our thoughts with the world. He wants us to share our traditions with the world and our values as well. Above all, Professor Mahbubani and his family, I think they will agree with me that he is a great thinker who dares to say others will only whisper. That's him. Professor Mahbubani is actually now away traveling, so that's why he can't be with us tonight, and he regrets not being here. But we are so happy that his niece is here, Ms. Veena Barwani, and she will accept the award on behalf of her uncle. Again, the award, Indian Hall of Fame, Excellence Award for Academic Achievement. Thank you.
Ambassador Kishore Mahbubani, in appreciation of your outstanding contributions to Singapore and in the process making the Indian community proud of your achievements, the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Academia Achievements. Big hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Big round of applause, everyone. And the certificate will be presented by our guest of honor, Mr. Dinesh, to the niece of Mr. Mahbubani, Miss Veena. What a proud moment. A big round of applause again, everyone. Thank you so much for your appreciation of the achievements of Mr. Mahbubani. And now I call upon Miss Veena to actually come forward and say a few words as part of the Thanksgiving.
Good afternoon, everybody. Minister Dinesh Vasudash, Mr. VIKRAM NAIR, Mr. Ravi Menon, Mr. Chandra Das, all distinguished guests, thank you very much for having me here today. As you can see, I'm going to address the white elephant in the room. I'm not Kishore Mahbubani. I'm just his happy proxy here today. It is really a deep honor for me to accept this award on behalf of my uncle, Mr. Kishore Mahbubani. On a personal level, he has been a tremendous inspiration to me and all of us in the family. His drive, resilience, and unwavering commitment to excellence have shaped not only his remarkable career, but the values that we carry forward every day. It's very nice that my grandmother was mentioned, my mother's mother, Mr. Kishore's mother. She was really a force to be reckoned with, and that's something that he carries forth every day as well. In his memoir, he does reflect on leaders like Mr. S. Dhanabalan, who's also a former awardee of this award, principled, thoughtful, and courageous. My uncle has always drawn lessons from such figures, and in turn, he has inspired those around him to act with integrity, to think deeply, and persevere even in the face of challenges. The spirit has infected all of us in the family. Every single one of us are completely in his shadow sometimes, motivating us to strive for excellence and kindness and just doing wonderful things even in an ordinary day. On behalf of my uncle, I gratefully accept this award, celebrating not only his achievements, but the inspiration he continues to provide to all of us. Thank you once again for having me.
Thank you so much, Ms. Veena. Thank you, everyone. And once again, big round of applause for the achievements of your uncle. What a great man he is. The next award recipient is Mr. Ravi Menon. Thank you, sir. We welcome you to the stage. Ms. Ravi Menon, once again, is not a stranger to us. He's a great man in the finance sector. And I would like to welcome him. And please have a seat while we commence the proceedings. And the citation for Mr. Ravi Menon will be done by none other than our celebrity guest, Mr. Vadi. But he's also one of our family members because he's a goodwill ambassador for IHFS as well. But he has been super busy. He's been doing a series of dramas over the last 3 days, 2 shows each day, and he still wanted to be here, a tired man.
6 shows altogether. Anyway, we are here for Mr. Ravi Menon, a visionary leader in monetary policy, IHFS Excellence Award for Public Service. Mr. Ravi Menon, born on October 27, 1962, is the former Managing Director of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, a position he held from 2011 until October 2023. His leadership significantly shaped Singapore's financial sector, reinforcing its status as a leading global financial hub through strategic monetary policies, regulatory reforms, and initiatives to ensure financial stability. Growing up in Singapore, Menon earned a bachelor's degree in economics from the National University of Singapore and a master's from the London School of Economics. He began his public service career at the Ministry of Finance in 1992, rising to key roles and becoming Deputy Secretary Policy by 2005. His expertise and leadership qualities led to his appointment as MAS Managing Director, succeeding Heng Swee Keat. Under Menon's stewardship, MAS became internationally recognized for its resilience and innovation. He prioritized maintaining price stability and supporting economic growth amid global uncertainties. His reforms strengthened banking regulations, including capital adequacy and liquidity frameworks, which helped Singapore withstand the 2008 financial crisis and subsequent challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic. A strong advocate for digital innovation, Menon promoted the fintech ecosystem through initiatives such as the MAS Fintech Regulatory Sandbox, encouraging experimentation and adoption of new technologies. His forward-thinking approach extended to digital currency, exploring the potential of digital Singapore dollar to maintain Singapore's competitive edge in financial innovation. Internationally, Menon was an active participant in global forums such as the G20, IMF, and Financial Stability Board, FSB. He championed international cooperation in financial regulation, sharing Singapore's best practices and fostering strong global relationships. His leadership style, characterized by inclusivity and transparency, earned him respect among peers worldwide. Throughout his career, Ravi Menon received numerous awards and recognitions Notably, he was awarded the Public Service Star Bar in Singapore and the Queen's Commendation for Valuable Service from the UK. His contributions to finance and public service also earned him recognition from global organizations and industry peers. Upon stepping down in October 2023, Menon left a legacy of resilience, innovation, and global cooperation. His tenure strengthened Singapore's financial stability, advanced technological progress, and positioned the country as a progressive financial hub. His influence continues to shape the future of Singapore's financial landscape and global finance. Mr. Ravi Menon.
Mr. Ravi Menon, in appreciation of your outstanding contributions to Singapore and in the process making the Indian community proud of your achievements, the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore cordially inducts and bestows upon you the Excellence Award for Public Service. Big hand, ladies.
Mr. Ravi Menon, everyone. What a man, what a man. And now the guest of honor will be awarding the certificate to the recipient. Thank you so much, sir.
Good evening, everyone, and of course, good evening to Minister Dinesh and Vikram and Nathanji and all our esteemed guests. I was asked if I could say a few words, and I asked how long, 1 or 2 minutes. They said 2 to 3 minutes, so I'll keep it at 2 minutes. It's a great thing that the Indian Hall of Fame Singapore is doing, but what is more important is to know that while we call them achievements, nothing that is ever done well is done alone. It's always done together with others, in concert with others, and with the help of others. And in that, let's always remember those who have made this possible for each of us. And in my case, I owe a big thanks to my family, my friends, those who worked with me. And the other thing to remember is that it is not the achievement that makes it so, it is a spirit of service. And I think that is what distinguishes many of the people who are receiving awards today, to serve your community, to serve your country, to serve your fellow man, and to serve your planet. And we can each do this in our own ways, and every effort counts. Some of us get recognized, but many don't, but each effort counts. And I think in that sense, everyone is deserving of thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ravi. A big round of applause for our award winner.